going on? What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? It's the Black Sun. It's the Black Sun. I just woke up. And what are we talking about? What are we talking about today? We're talking about this morning, You understand what's going on? What's going on? We're going to be speaking about melanin. You hear what I'm saying? It's a bit cold here. Winter's starting here in Africa. Winter's about to begin. So we're going to be talking about melanin. Precisely, And I'm going to be telling you about some terrific nice enjoyment about what exactly is melanin to the body, what's the use of melanin to the body, and why melanin is important to the body. You understand? First, let me explain. When you're speaking about melanin, you're speaking about three types of things. There's eumelanin, there's neuromelanin, and there's phenotype. You understand? So I'll be specific and I'll be general to all the melanin that I'll be speaking about, but in particular, I'll be talking about the neuromelanin. That's the one that connects all this melanin from the one of the skin to the one of the color and ultimately to the brain function. So when you think about melanin, you think about blackness, all these advertised control mechanisms that the media actually and us spiritual people talk about. But let me school you. Melanin is it's a structure, it's a pattern. It's a blueprint of the mind of God. So when you see a black skin, the blueprint is emphasized on what the mind of God actually wants to say to itself. But as I said, there's other types of melanin. So if those ones are not combined, you might as well not talk about neuromelanin or melanin at the same. Because when you're speaking about melanin, you're speaking about transmission of light at its highest intelligence. That combines with what? Reflection of itself in the physical beam. In this physical beam, this is a physical beam. It's a physical beam. So the transmission of light to this physical beam. Yeah, we're gonna catch them in plain sight. That's what melanin is doing now in the new age. It's catching everybody in plain sight. You see, you can't hide anymore. It's in plain sight because it's reflecting this physical beam. So when you talk about melanin, you're talking about, okay, think about the sky, beyond the sky, space. Think about space. What do you see in space? In space, you see what? Nothing, darkness. There's nothing in space, right? Now think about the color black or brown, whatever color, the concentrated color of blackness. You understand? Now think about the brain that's also inside your skull. So I said three things. I said think about space. And then I said think about what? The brain that's inside the skull. And then I said think about what? The darkness of the skin. The darker the better, Barry. Obviously, the darker the better. Every day, all day, full time. So once you understand this stuff, you have to know what melanin does, what melanin is. And you have to understand why melanin is the way it is. So when you're speaking about the mind, you're speaking about the empty space that's inside. That's space. That's inside space. That's the mind. You're thinking about the mind. When you're thinking, you're inside space. When you're thinking, you're inside space. The solar system space is the darkness that they show you in movies. This darkness that they show you everywhere. You're talking about that. That's the mind. So thoughts exist in space. But now they have to be controlled inside a control mechanism. So control mechanism will be what? Melanin. You understand? Intelligence needs to equip itself inside a container. Imagine having a computer with wires and buttons and glasses without the actual screen, without the actual keyboard. You see, that's the whole job of the body, is to contain